Okay, welcome to Trick Tracker. I hope you can hear me over the sounds of all the fans that I have going. It's currently quite warm in my apartment. So I've already run my bundle install so that we can get right to it. So we'll run shotgun and I'll give you a walkthrough of Trick Tracker. Let's see. So Trick Tracker is a site for people who train dogs. I was picturing, let's say there's an owner who has 15 dogs and they can't remember which dog they've trained to get their slippers in the morning, and they can't remember which dog they've trained to turn out the lights at night. So this is the site for them. You can keep track of all your tricks. Um, so they have users have the option to log in, sign up, and go to the home page or log out. The home page, you shouldn't be able to get to it because we're not logged in. So it says, no, you got to log into Trick Tracker before you can do that. So let's get back to this page. So we're going to sign up for an account. And you'll notice that these stay at the bottom. I put these in my, my layout view down here so that the user would always have access to the home page and to be able to log out of the account. So I will put in my name. I'll be signing up for Trick Tracker today. I'm going to make my email. My email is going to be asdf@email.com. And my password I'll make simple and easy to remember. Will be just the word password. So I'll sign up for Trick Tracker. And once I've signed up, it should take me right into the home page, which we'll get to in just a second. I'm going to start by logging out and logging back in so that we can show that it works. So I'll log into Trick Tracker, and the login won't ask me for my name. It'll just ask me for my email and password. So I've got my email, and so I haven't typed in the correct password here, and if I attempt to log in, it's going to bring me right back here and tell me that something went wrong. So now I can put in my correct password, and it will take me all the way through. And I don't want you to save that password. So from here I can see all my dogs. I can adopt a new dog. I can see all the tricks that my dogs know. I can edit my user information, and I can delete my account. I'll do this at the end so that I don't have to go through the process of making a new account. I'm going to start by editing my information because I really should have put in my full name. And I made it so that any fields that are left blank won't be updated. So let's say I'm actually an evil person, and I'm trying to change all sorts of information so that I won't be able to log into my my account. Unfortunately, I wouldn't be able to unless I knew the password. So even if I did a really terrible guess and told it to edit the information, it's going to tell me that that is not allowed. It doesn't match the password we have on file, so you'll notice none of my information ended up changing. So here I am, actually myself, of course, and I put in my password correctly, and it will update that information. As you'll see, it put in my correct name there at the top. So since I've just signed up for this service, I haven't actually adopted any dogs yet. So I'm going to adopt a new dog. And the dog that I am going to adopt is going to be, I'll choose my cousin's dog, is Raya. Raya is 11 years old, and Raya is a beagle. This list of breeds that pops up here goes through all of the dogs that are in my database and puts their puts the breed in this area. So as more and more users use Trick Tracker, the list of breeds will grow to become more and more inclusive. So far, I've only made dogs while building that fit these breeds. So I will adopt Raya, and it will show up with Raya's page. This top block here, congratulations, you've adopted your first dog. You'll see in the dogs/show1 only shows up if it's passed with this params new, or this query string here, new equals first. And I use a helper method that I devised that will just let me get up to first through 20th. And if I say place 1, it'll return first, place 2 will be second, and so on. And here, if I managed to adopt my 21st dog, it would say, congratulations, you have adopted your 21 dog. So that's a fun little block that I put in there. And Raya, since I've just adopted her, does not know any tricks yet. But let's say I accidentally made a mistake. I can change it, next year maybe Raya turns 12. So I can edit, and now Raya's age will show up as being 12 years old. Raya still doesn't know any tricks at 12, so I'm going to teach her some. Raya has the opportunity to learn these tricks. These are all of the tricks that are in my current database, so I've built all these tricks myself. As more and more users use the application, they'll pop in here. So Raya is a pretty smart dog, so she's going to know all these tricks. So I'll teach her all the tricks, and it will say that Raya just learned her 6th trick, so now she knows all her tricks. And these have links to some more information about the trick. So a trick has a name, it has a degree of difficulty, which is out of 10. So here, this one you'll see is 2 X's out of 10 places. And a little description. The dog stays in place until released. And it then goes through all of my dogs who know stay. But let's say that I accidentally checked on fetch, and Raya doesn't actually know fetch. So I'll be able to remove some of Raya's tricks, and I can say, no, she didn't learn fetch. Or maybe she forgot fetch, and I need to update that she forgot that trick. So I update, and now Raya only knows 5 tricks. And you'll see fetch is not one. And I can remove Raya from my profile if I want. I'll do that later. There's another bit of information that I would like to show before I start removing dogs. So I can see all of my dogs, and you'll see that Raya has shown up here. I'm going to adopt a new dog, and I'll just do this quickly. I'll make Fido 3, and now Beagle has shown up as an option because I created Raya, and we'll say that that Fido is a golden retriever, so I'll adopt Fido. And Fido also doesn't know any tricks yet. Fido's a younger dog, so I'm going to assume that Fido might not know as many tricks. Fido only knows sit, but Fido is a special dog. Fido can learn a new trick. We're going to have Fido learn whisper. I'm going to just do lowercase. Whisper is probably a pretty difficult trick to teach your dog, so I'm going to say it's an 8. And the dog barks, but only quietly. And I'll teach that new trick to Fido. So Fido has learned 2 tricks, sit and whisper. So if I go home I have my two dogs, and this adopt a new dog goes through the same link as the other adoption link. So I can see all the tricks that are associated with my user's account. So here you'll see that all of these tricks, I could click on them and take me to a more specific page. And it tells me how many times I've taught that. So since Fido and Raya both know sit, it says 2 times, but only Raya knows stay, so it says 1. Only Fido knows whisper, so it says 1 there as well. Now, since Fido is not a real dog, I'd like to remove them from my profile. So I go to Fido's page, and you'll also notice that since I haven't come in through teaching them a new trick or adopting a dog, the block at the top that congratulates me for doing something new for the first time doesn't show up. This is just showing their page. So I'm going to remove Fido from my profile, and it will ask me if I'm sure, and I'm sure because Fido's a fake dog. And now only Raya is one of my dogs, and if I go to see all the tricks my dogs know, the Fido's tricks that I had added have been removed from the list of tricks that have been associated with my account. So that goes through seeing all my dogs, adopting a new dog, seeing all of my tricks, editing my information. I have yet to do deleting my account, and from an individual dog's page, I have shown that I can teach a new trick, edit their information. Oh, I could, and yes, I did show that, removing some of the tricks and removing them from the profile. One thing that I thought would be fun is I didn't want other users to be able to edit Raya's information. So one way that I did that, I'm going to try and edit, dog ID number 1, which is not a dog that belongs to me. I would only be able to get to them through by navigating straight to it. And I decided to let anyone see any dog, especially if there was a profile picture for each dog, because everyone loves looking at pictures of dogs. But that block of links that allow you to edit Fido, which is an earlier dog that I made that happens to have the same name as a dog that I just made today, has disappeared. And if I attempt to hack into this by saying I want to edit Fido, it's going to tell me that I don't have the authority to edit that dog because Fido doesn't belong to me. You tried to do something you don't have the authority to do. Please try again. So that is all of the functionality that Trick Tracker has. I thought it was a fun site to build, but I don't need this account anymore, so I'm going to delete it. It's always sad when someone wants to leave your account, so I had it fading away here. And the Trick Tracker team at the moment is just me, but that's always fun. And it says I should enter the password to confirm that I want to delete so no evil users can hack into my account and delete my account without my express permission. If I gave a random password here, it would tell me that I can't delete the account because the password doesn't match. But I can delete the account, and it takes me out to the sign up page because my account's been deleted, and I shouldn't be able to log back into that account even with the correct email and password. Something went wrong because that account does not exist. So there it is. There is my Trick Tracker application built for Flatiron's final Sinatra portfolio project. Thanks for watching.